afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of Matthew and Imogen, we'd like to welcome you here today to this beautiful old barn at the Plough Inn to witness and celebrate this very special occasion, the day of their marriage. My name is Catherine, my colleague's name's Amy, and we both feel very honoured and privileged to be conducting and registering your ceremony for you. And we hope today is a day that you and all your guests can look back on with very, very fond memories. So this is the start of a new and exciting chapter in your lives, and a day that's involved a little bit of preparation and planning. Yeah, just a little. But your marriage is more than just today. It's about your lives together once these celebrations are over. Your marriage will be a journey where each of you will love, care for and support each other. And you'll also form a circle of love that gathers in your whole family, especially those three darling children. So to commence the legal ceremony, Matthew, could I ask you please to confirm your full name?
Mrs Iurlano.
Thank you, Matthew. Imogen, can you please confirm your full name?
Imogen Grace Roll.
Thank you, Imogen. This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriage. If any person knows of any lawful reason why Matthew and Imogen may not be joined in matrimony, you should declare it now. We like that quietness. So before you pledge yourselves to each other in marriage, it's my duty to remind you of the solemn and lasting character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Marriage is a deep and lasting commitment. So now I'm going to ask you both to declare that you know of no legal reason why you may not marry each other. So Matthew, could you repeat after me, please?
Yeah.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not.
that I know not
Of any lawful impediment.
of any lawful impediment
Why I, Matthew,
why I, Matthew,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Imogen.
to Imogen.
Thank you, Matthew. Imogen, can you say the same, please? I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not.
that I know
Of any lawful impediment.
not of any
Lawful.
lawful impediment
Why I, Imogen,
why I, Imogen,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Matthew.
to Matthew.
So Matthew and Imogen are now before us, for in each other's company they have found happiness, fulfillment and love. And they're now affirming that love before you today. So would you like to turn and face each other? You're now going to say the promises to each other that will be the basis of your consent to marriage. So Matthew, can you please say to Imogen? Imogen, today I promise
Imogen, today I promise
to spend the rest of my life with you.
to spend the rest of my life with you.
I promise to love and respect you,
I promise to love and respect you,
helping our love grow
helping our love grow
by always being there
by always being there
to listen, comfort and support you.
to listen, comfort and support you.
Imogen, can you make a similar promise, please? Matthew, today I promise
Matthew, today I promise
to spend the rest of my life with you.
to spend the rest of my life with you.
I promise to love and respect you,
I promise to love and respect you,
helping our love grow
helping our love grow,
by always being there
by always being there,
to listen, comfort and support you.
to listen, comfort and support you.
The institution of marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full unreserved consent of you both. Therefore, do you, Matthew, take Imogen here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Imogen, take Matthew here present to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
So you have just agreed to marry each other. So now you will say the vows that will make that agreement legally binding. So in the presence of your family and friends, Matthew, can you please say to Imogen, I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Matthew, do take thee, Imogen, to be my lawful wedded wife. I will love and care for you, honour and cherish you, whatever the future may bring. Whatever the future may bring. Imogen, can you please say to Matthew, I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Imogen, do take thee, Matthew, to be my lawful wedded husband. I will love and care for you, honour and cherish you, whatever the future may bring. So Matthew and Imogen, you have chosen to seal your marriage by the giving and receiving of wedding rings. A ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end, which symbolises your everlasting love. So I'd like to invite Jack to come forward. Jack, could I ask you please to give Matthew the ring he's going to give to Imogen? Thank you, Jack. Could you put that in the third finger of Imogen's left hand? Can you say to her, please, Imogen, all that I have, I give to you.
Imogen, all that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
for today and tomorrow
for today and tomorrow
and for all our years to come.
and for all our years to come.
So Jack, could I invite you please to come and give Imogen the ring that she's going to give to Matthew. Thank you very much, Jack. Could you put that in the third finger of Matthew's left hand? Can you say to him, please, Matthew, all that I have, I give to you.
Matthew, all that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
for today and tomorrow
for today and tomorrow
and for all our years to come.
and all our years to come.
So may these rings serve as a reminder of the vows you've made here today but also of the feeling that you have in your heart at this very moment. So Matthew and Imogen, you are now at the start of a new married life together. Treasure this trust and responsibility. And may the feelings of love that you have grow deeper and stronger. You have both made the declarations that are required by law, and you've also said some special promises to each other. It therefore gives me the greatest pleasure to say, you are now husband and wife.
It is my very, very great pleasure to introduce to you the new Mr. and Mrs. Iurlano.
Hello, I'm Tina and I'm Imogen's mum, and I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's come today on behalf of both families to celebrate the day of Matthew and Imogen's wedding. I'd also like to welcome Matthew as my son-in-law. Finally, it's been a long time. Imogen, she looks stunning today, and I'm not just saying that because she's my daughter, it's because it's true. She is stunning. But I am proud to call her my daughter, as she has become a lovely woman and mother. And I am proud of the pair of them, of what they've achieved since they've been together. And also, Dad John would also be proud of the pair of them, and he would certainly be proud of Imogen today. I would like you to raise your glass to Matthew and Imogen, wish them all the love in the world. Matthew and Imogen! Now I'm going to pass you on to the proper speaker, which is the best man, Jack.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming today. I'm Jack and obviously I'm the best man. Now, before I start abusing Matthew, I'd just like to say how lovely Imogen looks.
Hey.
And it's nice to see Matthew's had a bath in the occasion as well. I'd also like to say how happy we are to be here today. And it's nice to see that after many years, Matthew's finally put his hand in his pocket. It doesn't happen very often. When Matthew first asked me to be his best man, obviously I was honoured. But we were still mid-lockdown, and a bit of panic did set in. Me thinking, what are we going to do? I thought, I hope a stag do in Newcastle under Lyme isn't on the cards. And then I started to think about the speech, and I thought, what can I say about Matthew? He's a man of few words. I've known him a long time, and I needed to say something that wasn't going to end in divorce proceedings or a big punch up in the car park at the end of the night. So I thought, well, why don't I start at the beginning? I was there when it first began, so I thought, you know what, I think I'll talk about that. So quite a few years ago, myself and Matthew decided to go on a holiday. There was originally 8 of us, but due to different circumstances, friends letting us down, useless mates, we decided we'd just go me and him. So, we flocked to Zante for 8 days. Obviously, as soon as we get there, the first thing Matthew does was come over to me and tells me he's got glandular fever. Yeah, brilliant. So he pulls a big pocket of antibiotics out of his pocket that his nan had given him, and he said, don't worry though, it's alright, I'm quarter Italian. So, Matthew then spent a good portion of the week face down on his bed, sweating and holding his throat. I did manage to drag him down to the pool a few days though, where he enjoyed rubbing sun cream into my back. Didn't learn too much about that, did you? Luckily he's got big hands. Now every dinner time, about 12 o'clock, we had a little siesta because we'd been drinking in the morning, we got in at 5 and we were a bit tired. But on the 3rd day, I woke up and realised Matthew wasn't there. Didn't think anything of it, but again, the 4th day, the 5th day, I kept on waking up and he'd be out of the room. So I thought, alright, okay, maybe he's just gone out. So I asked him about it and he says, oh, just nipped out, get some more paracetamol. I thought, fine, whatever. So I went out on the 7th day and I walked down to the main strip and there he was in a phone box. I thought, what's he doing in that phone box? Where's his phone? And this was the days before Apple contracts and everything else, so obviously, you know, he was in that phone box making a call. So I went up behind him and I listened to what he said. And all I heard was, don't worry Imogen, I'll be back in a week. I miss you. And now obviously, anyone that knows Matthew knows he's a man of very few words. You'd only get 3 things out of him. Yeah, nice one. That'll do. Don't worry about that, I'll pay you later. So to hear him say the words I miss you and then he collapsed on the spot, thought it must be the glandular fever. So, being a good mate, I rushed back up to the room and waited for him to come in. So he came up 20 minutes later, sweating and looking more shifty than normal. And I said to him, who are you talking to in that phone box, Matthew? And he went, just a girl I've met back at home, she's called Imogen. And here we are 10 years later. Now they haven't always had an easy ride together, but with a lot of patience from Imogen, they've got through it. They've had 3 lovely children, Archie, Mario and Ellie. And I wish them all the best for the future. And I'm sure everyone else here does too. I hope I haven't bored you all too much. But can we please raise a glass to Matthew and Imogen? Matthew and Imogen.
Matthew and Imogen.
Thank you.
Well done.
Hello everyone, me and Imogen just like to thank you all for coming, appreciate it. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Imogen's mum and dad, Paul and Tina. You've always been supporting of us and helped us where you could. Same goes for my mum and dad, appreciate it. Groomsmen, thank you for today, you've all done a proper job. You helped me massively. All the bridesmaids, the same as Imogen, all out throughout the day, and she really appreciates it. And lastly, I'd just like to say how amazing and beautiful my wife looks. Thanks again to everyone for coming.
Well done.